Asiatic cheetahs were declared extinct in India 70 years ago after the last 3 cheetahs living in the country were killed in 1947. And now, in an effort to introduce African cheetahs to India, on Wednesday, the Indian government signed a memorandum of understanding with Namibia to bring back the cheetahs to India. 8 African cheetahs will be translocated from Namibia to Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh. This is the first time that a transcontinental shifting of a large carnivore will be taking place.
The cheetah, also the fastest land animal, is the only large carnivore believed to have gone extinct in India, primarily due to hunting for its distinctive spotted pelts and habitat loss. In the year 2020, the Supreme Court of India announced that African cheetahs could be introduced in a carefully chosen location on an experimental basis. Since then, India has been working to bring African cheetahs back to the country. According to the plan, about 50 of these big cats will be introduced in the next 5 years from the African savannas. The agreement was signed in Delhi between India and Namibia.
We take our wildlife very seriously, and when the government of India approached us that they would want to restock their cheetah, we went through a very long process of scientists exchanging information because according to our laws, we do not allow our wildlife to go into any country if the environment is not the same, that we'll be able to export those cheetahs. And we are really hopeful that the Indian people will take care of those animals because they are very dear to us.
How many cheetahs are being sent to India? Any details on that?
They are coming incrementally, and you might find in the maybe 5 and then 5, but otherwise that is how the transportation will be.
India is also expected to get 12 cheetahs from South Africa, for which a draft agreement has already been signed. But experts and conservationists are cautious about the ambitious project. They say that the success of this big relocation would depend on a number of factors. While many have questioned the very project, as a lot of resources would be needed for the introduction of African cheetahs in India.
It seems that it's going to have a lot of negative impact on conservation priorities of India. As I said, it's not even mentioned in the National Wildlife Action Plan. So when something is not in your National Wildlife Action Plan, how come tens, if not hundreds of crores of funds are allocated when the rest of the wildlife conservation sector is starved of funds? So to me, it's a distraction. It's going to move attention from much more pressing, important priority tasks. It's going to make it even more difficult for these stars to get the required support and funding.
These majestic animals need large open areas and small catchable prey. For these African cheetahs, adapting to the habitat in the new home in Madhya Pradesh will likely prove to be a big challenge. Kuno has been selected for its cheetah-friendly terrain, and the Indian government has conducted special programs to educate local villagers in Kuno. With only around 7,000 left in the wild worldwide, a lot depends on this success of this mega cheetah relocation.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.